Pampered Cooks, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making fill in the blank, Be Gone Brownies. This post is inspired partially because who doesn't need brownies in their life, but also by one of my favorite beauty bloggers. She posted a Snapchat, her name is Jaclyn Hill, this morning, and she's having a tough week, if you know what I mean, ladies. So these brownies are filled with all the wonderful things that will help to ease that magical week during the month. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today's ingredients are going to be flour, sugar, some vanilla, special dark chocolate, which is going to be good for that special time, some baking powder, baking soda, salt, cornstarch, and vanilla bean low-fat yogurt. I know what you're thinking, we are missing quite a few ingredients here, but trust me, it's going to work. So I'm using my KitchenAid today, and I'm just going to put in 3/4 cup of flour. And this is all-purpose flour. And you're going to use 1 cup of sugar, and try to level it out as best you can. Okay, to the sugar and flour, we are going to add 1/2 cup of Hershey's cocoa. Now this is not just regular cocoa, this is special dark cocoa. It has been proven that dark chocolate helps release endorphins in your system that make you happy. And we all know that we all need a dose of happy sometimes during that time of the month. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this over the sink. Cocoa is kind of like powdered sugar. It can get everywhere if you're not careful. These are not super sweet brownies, even though there is a cup of sugar in them. We're also making them bite-sized brownies, so they stretch. So here's my 1/2 cup of cocoa. I'm going to add that into flour and sugar. Then we are going to do 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. And I know you're thinking, why are we doing cornstarch? These brownies only have 1 wet ingredient, and that's going to be our yogurt. So in order to help them thicken and not be complete soup, we need the cornstarch. So that just goes on top. And we are doing all of the dry ingredients in one go. And I'm just going to lightly mix them when we are ready to add our vanilla, just so it gets mixed up a little bit and clumps get out. So now we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon, I'm sorry, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm sorry, this is baking soda. I'm all over the place today, guys. It's been a long night. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And that is all of our dry ingredients. So with my lovely KitchenAid, I'm just going to lightly mix this up to get the clumps out. Okay. To this, we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I am using the Pampered Chef Double Strength Madagascar Bourbon Pure Vanilla Extract, just because I like super vanilla. Vanilla, I don't have any proof that it helps, but vanilla smells like cookies and baked things and all things deliciously yummy. So in my book, it helps with that special time because it smells good, and the smell of cookies makes me happy. So that's my justification for using the vanilla. Plus I like the boost of vanilla. And then to that we are going to add 2/3 cup of just vanilla. This is vanilla bean, I believe. Yogurt. And I'm also using my handy little Pampered Chef Mix and Scrape It is the best because, I'll show you since I get this thing here. It is a rubber spatula, but as you can see me scraping, it is a great scraper. And what I happen to love about it is that it is curved. And it's thick. It's not thin, flimsy. Which is good because I do a lot of baking and I go through spatulas quite a bit because they're flimsy and they break. But this one is really sturdy. It holds up. This is my original. I've had this for almost 2 years now. So, good stuff. So now we're just going to mix. And don't be scared, it is going to look thick, not like the typical brownie batter. I will add, if you prefer cake-like brownies, you can add 2 egg whites into the mixture. And that's going to make them a little, not as thick. I'll show you as soon as this is done mixing together. I'll scrape this down a little bit. See if you can see that. It literally... It looks like, it almost reminds me of when you make a pie crust with graham crackers, because it's moist, but it's very crumbly, but it smells so good already and hasn't even baked. If you like the cake-like brownies, then add 2 egg whites, not the whole egg, just the egg whites to the mixture, and it'll thin it out a little bit. It's still going to be pretty thick, but it'll be thinner than what this is right now. Alright, let me scrape this down. This is nice and mixed. And what we are going to do now is preheat our oven to 350. First I want to show you how thick these are. So here's the brownie mixture. As you can see, like I said, it's very, almost like really thick mud. It reminds me of pie crust because you can just literally take it and press it, but this is what you're going for. You don't be afraid. You did not ruin it. It's where it's supposed to be. I know you're thinking that I'm absolutely off my rocker, but trust me, go with me, stick with me, it will work, I promise. Alright, so our oven is preheated to 350. If you are choosing to bake these in a regular sheet pan or a cake pan, you're going to bake them for about 25, 30 minutes. I'm making these bite-sized. This is the Pampered Chef small scoop. For those who don't have it, I will put it in the link below. This is the smallest of the scoop. It comes in 3 sizes. This is about 1/4 of a teaspoon, I believe. I'll double check and make sure. Anyhow, I'm making these bite-sized brownies, and all I have my Pampered Chef mini muffin tin, and I just sprayed it with some Baker's Joy, and I'm just going to drop these in here. What's nice about using the scoop, even with cookies, is you get uniform, same size, whatever it is you're making. In this case, it's going to be brownie bites. Cookies. I use this for meatballs when I'm making meatballs. You know, whatever it is. It's great for fillings, like if you're making a ravioli filling, or we use these when we make gyoza, which is like a Japanese spring roll. We use this. So for this size, I'm going to bake these for about 10 minutes just because they're so small. And like I said, you see how much I'm pushing on this button is because this is so thick. But I promise they're gonna work out. So just a little background on this. My sister Sam and I were talking about there has to be some kind of food that you can eat that will make that horrible special week a little bit better. And so I started doing research, and you know, chocolate is like the cliche for women. Like your first line of defense is like Midol or Advil and chocolate, or at least for me it is. So I started researching, and dark chocolate is actually legitimately been shown to show improvement because it makes you happy. I have no proof about the vanilla. One day I will prove vanilla is an anti-stressor. Because it's vanilla. I mean, come on, it's cookies. It smells so good. But anyway, I started playing around with recipes, and this is the recipe that I came up with. And she lives in Italy, and I sent her a box that she was supposed to share with my niece and 2 nephews and my little brother, and he ate most of the brownies before anybody else. She actually sent me a message and was like, I'm standing in my kitchen making muffins so my children don't see me. So they're really good. They are worth the sticky, thick mess that you've got in the pan. So once I'm done here, I'm going to stick these in the oven. Again, it's 350, and they are going to bake for about 10 minutes is where I usually start, depending upon where you're at and the temperature outside and your elevation. It's going to be anywhere from 10 to 15. For me, it's usually 10 to 12. Okay guys, this is it. These are our finished gooey brownies. Mine ended up needing to stay in for 14 minutes, but look. There we go. Yum, springy deliciousness. So I invite you to make your brownies and enjoy them, and if you're suffering from that special time, make these. They'll make you feel better. Enjoy!